One more experience you are going to add, either with win or loss. So if you are winning, you are going to have a good confidence about yourself and your effort. Or if you are losing, then you are again gaining one experience where without making this type of mistake, how you can progress. So as a competition, when we are entering in this hall, all the times either you are preoccupied with thoughts, they may be ऑफ पास, यानी कि हम पीछे का जी रहे होते हैं, यानी कि कोई पीछे का एक्सपीरियंस जो हमारा बैड एक्सपीरियंस होता है उसको हम कैरी करते हैं, या फिर हम प्री फ्यूचर आगे के बारे में सोच के कि आगे क्या होगा, व्हाट विल हैपन इन फ्यूचर और व्हाट इज गोइंग टू हैपन टुडे इन योर गेम. So with this preoccupied thought, with lot of expectation and pressures, you are settling here. Correct? So you have lot of things in your mind what this day will give you. So these are internal and external pressure. Sometimes you are very quiet, very relaxed, but your surrounding is chaos. आजू बाजू से आने वाली आवाज़ें भी कभी-कभी हमको disturb करती हैं. So in that case, there is one tool inside जो हमारे पास है, that is our own body, which helps us to be in ourselves. यानी कि अगर हम पीछे के थॉट में रहेंगे जहाँ हम पास्ट चीज़ों को कैरी करेंगे तो भी हम आगे नहीं बढ़ पाएंगे, और अगर हम आगे फ्यूचर का सोचेंगे तो हम अभी का प्रेजेंट जो है उसमें बेस्ट डिसीजन नहीं दे पाएंगे. सो टू लीव दैट पास्ट एंड लीव दैट फ्यूचर थॉट्स एंड बी इन प्रेजेंट, टू लॉक दिस प्रेजेंट, we have wonderful tool with ourselves, that is our body and breathing. So we'll take some time to bring your best for today, to start your game with your best. Everyone settle down and close your eyes. All of you sit straight. Give few minutes to yourself. Close your eyes. Sit comfortably. Spine straight. Visualize your body. Ask yourself, where are you sitting? Are your feet grounded? Is your body here? If your body is here, then definitely you can act in this moment. You will perform in this moment. You can give your best with your body. So confirm this by asking yourself whether your body is here or not. Your legs, feel them, realize them, they are grounded. Your arms, shoulders, visualize your arms and shoulders. Relax them. Visualize your spine. Hold your spine straight so that positive energy can flow in. Now simply focus on your breathing. Whatever you are feeling about your breathing, feel air flowing through your nose. Let it travel through your throat, let it fill up your lungs, let it fill up your belly. श्वास को अंदर जाते हुए महसूस कीजिए. नाक से होते हुए, गले से होते हुए, छाती और पेट की तरफ आगे बढ़ती हुई श्वास को पूरा महसूस कीजिए. Whenever you are breathing in, it is connecting you to this present moment. Your body is completely here. Slowly try to breathe out. Breathe coming in reverse track through your nostril. Try to feel that breath flowing out. You may find it difficult. Air flowing out is light. बाहर आती आंखों की श्वास थोड़ी हल्की महसूस होगी. अंदर आते हुए श्वास पूरे पेट तक जाते हुए महसूस होगी. Let it be like that only. There is no control over exhale, but just breathe like that. And just become aware of sensation within. आप अंदर से जो महसूस कर रहे हैं, जो देख पा रहे हैं, उस एहसास को, उस एक्सपीरियंस को अपनी मेमोरी में, अपनी बंद आंखों से देखने का प्रयत्न कीजिए.
As you mentioned that our body is a tool, so can you please explain that?
Yeah, sure, definitely. If we think about a day or whenever you wake up in the morning, if you see yourself or your thought with awareness, you'll find that it is always outgoing, like outwardly. We are concerned about outward. A day from start of a day, we are thinking about ourselves, our image, how we are going to present. No, so most of the things are outwardly. We never think about ourselves. It is like no kasturi kundal base. So you are having that thing inside you, and we are trying to find that happiness and confidence or appreciation outside. But the first most important lesson is within you. You start looking at yourself, appreciating yourself, everything will come out on its own, because a happy mind, a confident person will reflect this same in their aura or whatever they are doing. So this is how yoga is. Yoga is a complete package. It's not only asana or pranayam or meditation. It is a lifestyle, you can say. So whatever you are doing should be in a yogic way, in a balanced way. And everything is important in a yogic lifestyle. Suppose because I have to this session for chess, many people think that mind is very important, right? So mind, you have to think, because so you have to sit and you have to think, so you try to sharpen your mind. But there is nothing like any instrument which can sharpen your mind. It is your body itself will sharpen your mind, you know? So suppose we are coming for competition, every player is coming in, they have prejudiced mind. They are either living in their past or they are thinking about future under pressure. They are not living in present, right? So when you are not in present, you cannot give your best decision or your best performance in that present moment, because your energy is somewhere spread out. You are not looking at yourself in that particular moment. So this learning will not come just automatically. You have to learn to see yourself, and there your journey starts. So try to see yourself physically first, because this is the most easiest way to see yourself. It is always there, no? You are living just this moment, your body is going to be present, your breath is going to be present. These two things will never leave you. So if when we say that you be in present moment to give your best, I would say there are two things which will never leave you, because without that you will not be in present moment. So you can use this in game as a tool to bring yourself back in that present moment. So this is how first learn to see yourself. Again, when it comes to performance, if we say that again we are using mind and we are not taking care of body, especially your alignment. Suppose you are sitting not straight aligned posture, your body is stooped, slowly you will have some different problems in your body in longer run. Maybe some backache, or body stiffness is there, or body weakness is there, muscle goes weak, metabolism goes weak. That will also affect your brain function. So indirectly your body is also connected to your mind. It drives your mind basically. So if your body is not feeling good, your mind will not be able to work. It's just a simple example. If you are having backache, simple, you are getting irritated very easily, So this is how body is equally important, your food is equally important, and then you learn yourself. What are your weaknesses or what are your strengths. So this complete learning of yourself, it makes you a good performer, a good sportsman. And when you know your weaknesses, your strength, you have confidence about yourself, you know how to manage the things, then other things doesn't matter.
So your performance is solely your performance. It is not dependent on outer world. Someone is irritating, someone is making noise, that will not distract you. And even you can easily disconnect with this type of practice, like today only we did that breathing and pranayam practice. You can easily disconnect yourself from past and the over expectation or unrealistic expectation of future, because you know the reality about yourself. So this is how it's a complete package, you can say. It makes a person as a whole.
Everyone is very busy in their daily life. So before starting the day, I mean just after we wake up, what is that one practice or a one activity that you can suggest that everybody should do? Like even if it's pranayam, or if it's something like sit down for 5 minutes, what should be that one advice?
Definitely. So first of all, definitely you start looking at yourself in every moment, from the first wake up call, in fact. And you can do some basic exercises or stretching and sit for 5 minutes for yourself. Observe your breath, because your breath is a thing which always give you a right message about your inner state, whether it's a physical part or it's a mental part. Like if you are not feeling good, you are having fever, breathing rate will be higher. If you are angry, your breathing rate will be higher. You are emotionally upset, then also there is change in your breath, because it helps you to know your inner status physically and mentally. So always whenever, not in the morning time, in fact I would suggest it whenever you are sitting idle, you don't have to do anything, or in a day sometime you get, even you are traveling or you are driving, instead of thinking other things, you just observe your breathing. It will tell you about yourself completely. If your breathing span is short, it is stressed. Even in a day, if you are repetitively doing, then also it is, you are trying to throw stress out. That means you are under some stress, in continuous stress. So this is one of the best tool which will help you to know which state you are physically and mentally.
That's some really interesting facts, and thank you so much for sharing the wonderful experiences. And these things are very important for emerging players and also for experienced players. So thank you so much once again.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I love you. Thank you.
What are your thoughts, and what do you think the wellness of a person is related to your role?
First of all, I would like to thank a lot to the organizers, specifically Ankit, for calling us and honoring us as a Corona warrior, inviting us here for the inauguration ceremony of this chess championship. Really, mental health is, it plays important role, because I was made superintendent in COVID last April in 2020, when nobody was ready to take that job. It was all because of my mental and physical fitness, because I did my schooling from Sainik School Balachadi, and it is all fitness which matters, your mental fitness, physical fitness, and chess definitely plays an important role in mental fitness of a person, because he knows how to manage the things, and in difficult situation, how to think in difficult situations. So that's an important thing. Mental health plays an important role, because physical health definitely plays important role, but mental health in COVID times, nobody was ready to go inside. It was a new disease for the world, a new disease for our country, and people were a lot of fearful. And in those days, we entered the hospital and we managed everything, right from micromanagement, right from PP kit distribution to the duty distribution, management of 7,000 staff in civil hospital. Maybe I was the youngest superintendent and I didn't have experience in management of the hospital. I am a good spine surgeon, but regarding management I was unaware, but still I managed, and it was maybe one of the best management of COVID, which was appreciated by High Court and Supreme Court, because when pandemic started, civil was nicknamed as dungeon, and we converted it into a best hospital in Asia, best hospital in India. And in fact Supreme Court it appreciated our work, and it said that each state should have a 1,000 bedded hospital like Civil Hospital Ahmedabad. In school we were taught that all-round development is important, and I did my schooling from Sainik School Balachadi, where we used to got up at 5 o'clock, We used to have PT parade. We used to play hockey. I was a hockey player. I was a forward player. So that sportsman spirit, you know, that plays an important role. As you know, I told that in COVID times, people are not ready to take this job, you know, first peak. Now it's easy to say after 2 years, you know, when this pandemic is about to be over. But in those days, people are very fearful. Even they were not taking money in their hand. They were just, you know, pushing it. Nobody was ready to touch anything. And in those days, we used to take round in ICU. I was on tours. Maybe Civil Hospital was the only hospital which started novel concept of treating patients in ambulance. We supplied oxygen in ambulance. We gave remdesivir in ambulance. And I was right there till last patient was admitted in ICU and in the hospital. So that is the fitness, mental and physical, and your sportsman spirit that matters.
Right. Thank you so much, sir. What do you think, as sir mentioned about mental health, how important is mental health?
Yeah, as Dr. Modi has told, I have also been working with the corporation, and we are running the 1,000-bed SVP hospital, which is also a converted COVID hospital. And we have been assigned for another small large area of 1,200 beds, Samras COVID center. So at that time we are working very hard, day and night. So physical fitness as well as the stresses of media, patient, hospital administrator, government administrators. So these are all the things which requires a tremendous balance in the mind. And for that I think meditation and yoga has played a tremendous role in that time to keep mind controlled and working fine. And being a father of a sports person who is an international chess player, to motivate her also is very difficult, because she is also frustrated because staying in the home doing nothing, and she has to move further. So our 2 years has been wasted. So keep her motivated during that time was more struggleful. And accidentally the world chess tournament of that particular team event as online has started, and they went up to the Dubai to play that tournament, and that has keep her motivated for 6 months, and now still again she's in the back in the fora to play the chess again. So she's very helpful. And as a parent, to motivate that time with our stress and manage player stress, both are balancing is very difficult, and we are able to manage because of yoga and meditation.
Thank you so much once again. We wish you all the best.
Thank you.
How do you think chess players should carry on their daily life so that they can be motivated? As a doctor, what do you suggest?
Right. So like my experience with my daughter, Vishwa Vasnawala, at least of 8 to 9 years, and I myself is also a chess player. But when I was young, I asked my father to pay 100 rupees of fees in a tournament. He said that you first become a doctor and then you will play chess. So that was the case, and now actually things have moved very thick and fast, and society, family, government and association, everything are quite supportive. There are a lot of resources, and even like in chess we cannot think anything if ChessBase is not there, right? So I completely acknowledge the technology that you have provided. If I share my experience as chess player, first of all, in early 2-3 years, family and chess player and people who are committed for the chess player should explore game itself, that whether they belong to chess, whether they like it, whether. So 7 to 10 years, 3 years, we should give a player to explore, rather than fix that no, you become a chess player, and then you give freedom to child, whether you like it, you take the opinion of the coach. Once you see that there is a passion, there is an interest, then you and people around the player should try to make sure that he follow a routine. He become a professional chess player. So that is the second stage will come, and that will take another 2-3 years. So in 4 to 6 years, he or she will be a professional chess player, and then he will reach to some extent very easily maybe, and then comes a resistance. And then comes academics, financial, and every point into account, and then around 12 years of age it becomes very, very critical for everybody. Now it's a situation where they need to be very sure about what they are going to pursue in their life. And I have supported my daughter like unconditionally, whether she wins, she loses, she gets anything. But if I saw that she is passionate about chess, she loves chess, then I have chosen chess profession
as a sport above academics. Me being academic person and my family being academic, it was even difficult for me to enroll people around me. So my first task was to enroll my people, my family members, my parents, my wife, everybody who were not enrolled, into enrolling them that sports can be a better option for a career, even for a career. So that is first thing, that we enroll our environment, and then we need to be very patient, and we need to be very like as in academics, like we can invest lakhs of rupees. Even after getting degree, we invest healthy amount to go abroad, again to take another degree. So even if we do if we are mentally, economically, socially prepared 1/10 of time, then sports can bring like glory to everybody. So that's what my experience is. Yeah.
So what do you think that what makes a player great? Is it their physical strength, or is it their mental strength, or is it a combination of both?
Yeah, that's really like very nice question. I take in my experience. For example, if I talk about chess, a player can reach to a certain extent, for example 1800 rating, 2000 rating, or 2100 rating, the kind of talent, potential, coach around him. Then there is a resistance. So then actually knowledge and chess information is like it helps very little. Me being chess player, I know that I can read many books, but when it comes to playing on board, then it is totally a mental game. After some experience, after taking some knowledge, it actually everything about attitude, and not only about player. As I said many times, that in academics, one-dimensional person can be a great doctor, can be a great engineer, can be a great advocate, but in a sports, one-dimensional person will have a difficult time. So not only person, but the family and the coach and people around their sports person need to transform themselves, need to actually connect to the player. If I say about my experience, I was very attached about result of my daughter initially. She losing and she winning, and it actually affected me a lot. But then I go to training of myself. I actually joined the program, and I am taking training for last maybe 7 to 9 years. Since she joined chess, I came to know about myself that okay, I need to transform myself. I need to see what my expectations are, how I'm influencing my child, and what I'm up to. So then after training myself, I realized that my job is to be with my daughter. I'm not his coach, I'm not his manager. I may be knowing chess, but I am nobody to comment on her play. Whenever she's losing a game or winning a game and she's coming to me, I'm available as a father. So mental training and mental attitude is, I think, like paramount, huge importance, and that actually I saw a miraculous result when I transformed myself. My daughter started playing well. So that is my experience, that in any area, especially in sports like mental attitude, it is very difficult for a parent, but child are very easy to train because they are small. The kids are very easy to change themselves. If they have time pressure, if they have time trouble, they can definitely improve in short span of time if we allow. If we allow freedom to make mistake, they will actually like rectify. But if we label them that you have a time pressure, if we label them that you play fast, if we label them that you don't sit for a long time, so we are labeling them, then they are actually making us right. So we need to label them what we want them in future. Rather than what they are doing for some period of time, we should allow them, we should allow freedom. And then I think every child is hugely, they have the immense talent. So yes, 8 to 10 years of age, I think, is age to train and to actually give them a mental toughness to compete with the best in the world.
Thank you so much for those kind words. It was really pleasure talking to you.
Thank you. Same here. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.